Finn here from Body by Finn Fitness. We're going to need a tennis ball, we're going to need a sock for this session. We're going to work from the ground up, and this is starting from the feet. What's the first joint and muscle to hit the ground when we take a step? The ankle, the foot, the toes. So we're going to go from the ground, build our base, build our foundation today. Number one, put them down to the side for now. Number one, we're going to start off with heel to toe rocking. Hands on hips. We're going to lean in, we're going to lean back. Just feel the weight and the pressure go from the back of the foot to the front of the foot. And in particular, what we're going to focus on is the knuckles of the feet, the forefeet. And when you really think about that, right, you're going to feel the knuckles pressurize. Okay, they'll feel heavier here. And then just keep your knees slightly bent and we'll shift back to the heel. We're just rolling. Now I want you to squash and smush your foot into the ground on the transitions. This is where the key is. We want to make a sensory connection to the ground with the base, with the feet. As you're there, you're going to feel, your brain is going to pick up this signal. I feel the length, I feel the connection, I feel the pressure. Give me another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now we're going to do a little check-in and we'll retest this at the end of the session. Stand up straight. Bring one knee up, hands out to the side. 30 seconds, starting now. All I'm looking for you to feel is your sense of gravity, your center of mass. Where is it? Are you completely off balance? Are you losing your balance here, having to recorrect? If you are, that's fine. One of the reasons why we're doing this session is to regain that connection to the floor, the ground, the hard surface. Feel it, use it. And the foot right now, 3, 2, 1, is starting to come alive this early. Again, we'll retest this at the end and we'll see where you stand, quite literally. And we'll see if it's changed. We'll see if you feel a bit more grounded. We'll see if you feel more balanced. Get your breathing nice and calm. Pick one point ahead of you to look at and do your very best to stay balanced. Keep it simple. 10 seconds left. Don't be too harsh on yourself. We have to put the work in. We have to do this consistently and you will see progress and you'll see improvements. And relax. Beautiful. Let's get this straight in. Let's get the first prop into action, right? Take your sock, curl it up, fold it up a little bit, place it down. So start with me. We've got it under the right foot, okay? The arch of the foot has made contact with the sock. What happens in the knee is really important. So as I'm here, you can put your hands on your hips or your hands out to the sides. I'm gonna let my knee travel forward in space, right? And at that point, I'm going to feel more pressure against the sock. So that's my arch springing down, folding in, coming towards the sock. Now feel the pressure. You can lift your back foot if you want, but just feel the sensory input. Your brain needs to register that pressure. That's the key. So I'm going to give you some time. You can shift in with the knee. When your knee comes back behind the midfoot, so there's the midfoot reference, there's the knee. When that knee travels behind the midfoot, you'll feel less pressure and you'll actually feel the arch come up off the ground. This relates to walking, right? So when we walk or run, this is happening at a much higher speed. Right now, we're pressing pause and we're allowing this ability to feel it at a slower pace. So we're not rushing right now. We've got more time to pick up the connection. But this is key. This is key to walking and running, being able to shift your weight and use the spring of the foot. Give me a couple more here. As you shoot the knee forward, pause for a while. If you're not picking it up, just stay there. The only thing I'm asking you to do here is feel the midfoot, okay? Sense and connect to the midfoot. You can lean your body forward and hold the pressure. Okay, let's switch it up. Other foot. Here we go. This back foot can help out Okay, so it kind of helps you to tip your weight into the front leg and then shift your weight back. Feel it come off the sock. Lean in. Now relax your toes. It's very common for people to clench the toes. Relax. Let your foot fall in. Okay. Allow the spring in the foot to actually work. Come back. Okay, I'm going to give you another 20 seconds just to feel this. Take your time. Pause the video if you want to spend longer gaining that connection and if it's not coming to you straight away. Again, you could pick something in front just for a reference if you want to work on improving your balance now. And relax. Lovely. Done. Throw it away. Next prop we're going to use straight away. This is a tennis ball. It could be any kind of ball, right? Place it down. We're going to work on the right foot first. We're going to just basically roll our way into the muscle tissue, the fascia around the midfoot, around the heel, around the toes. There's no structure here. I just want you to kind of play around a bit with it. Find some shapes in the foot. And it's a good time to actually talk about what we're going to do today, right? The objective today is to feel more grounded and to move and use your foot efficiently, right? So the foot actually changes shape. When we take a step, it moves in and out. There's a twisting rotational movement inside the foot. And that's usually the arch, right? So right now, dig into the arch. Maybe pause, right? You might feel a bit of pressure, that's fine. If it's quite intense, you found the trigger point, right? Just work your way through it. Think about kneading bread dough. Your foot, we want to create some nice tissue fibers. We want to create nice warmth in the muscle fibers. And 3, 2, 1, we switch legs. About 30 to 40 seconds here just to work into your opposite leg. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now, we're done. Props are finished today. What we're going to do is use your foot and we're going to take it for a test drive. Watch this. Whatever space you've got now, use it. So maybe if you're just going from the top of the mat to the bottom of the mat. So we're going to walk on our heels, right? Take your time. Again, use something ahead of you for a reference to keep your balance. It's going to feel a bit silly, that's fine. We don't do this every day, but we're doing it to open up the foot, create some more shapes in the foot. Use the muscles. Okay, one more. Forward and back with the heels, one point of contact on the ground. Okay, you know what's coming next. We're going to go straight to the tips of the toes. Okay, walk back. Try not to bend your knees very much. And we're just starting to bring some of these muscles into play here. Give your brain a bit of a contrast from one extreme to another. Okay, straight away we're going to go outside of the feet. Okay, so walk sideways, follow me. Side, side, outside ridges of your ankles. Again, look forward, keep your balance. Doesn't need to be perfect today. Okay, just do your best. Okay, this one's going to feel very strange. Go to the inside. Make contact. Let go of your foot. You don't want to crunch your toes again. Knees are actually coming in a bit. That's fine. If you want to slow it down, you can just hold it. Take a step. Drop your center of mass into it. Feel it more. Okay. Beautiful. Now, next thing we're going to do. We're going to come down into a deep squat. Now, if you're only here, that's fine. Come down as low as you can get, like this. So, what are we going to do? We're going to lean over, fingertips, so we've got the balance straight away, right? I want you to think about picking up your toes off the mat That's toe flexion, all of them, right? Pull them up. Now those muscles on the front of the shin, tibialis anterior muscles, are gonna go to work. You'll feel a tension, a heat in the front of your feet, ankle muscles. And relax now. If you can, right? If you can, and you've got the flexibility and mobility to do this, drop your hips down towards your heels. And from here, we're gonna do the same thing. Pull the toes up. So again, you might be up here. That's fine. Give me what you've got today. Okay, so we're pulling the toes up. We're feeling heat building up in the shins. Now these muscles have a large part to play when it comes to running. They help us to slow down and change direction and absorb pressure and impact. Okay, we're gonna keep moving. Ready? Lift with the hips. Use your hands a little bit here to come back up to a standing position. Hips lead the way. And we're here. So let's get straight to the floor now. We're lying on our back. We're gonna lift one foot, hold the back of the leg, and we're gonna rotate. You can relax your neck, and we can really open the shapes and the angles in the foot. I don't want you to rush, okay? Go slow here. We wanna actually create a circular motion. And you definitely don't wanna go fast because you'll lose the range of motion. You wanna increase it. So go slow as you can. Imagine scraping a barrel out, okay? You're really opening up the shape and you're visualizing a circle. Switch direction, same foot. Three, two, and one. Switch it over. So the muscles are helping you to create the shape in the joints. So as the muscles contract, they'll be pulling you in to the circular movement and helping you on its way around. Okay, feel free to move your toes as you rotate as well. Switch it around the other way. And relax, beautiful. Back up to our feet. Now watch this. What we're gonna do here is we're going to lean over the foot. So I want you to do something similar to what we did on the first drill with the sock. I want you to lift your toes off the ground, but I need you to keep this big toe knuckle on the ground. Okay, the ball of the toe, the ball of the foot. So relax it. Now push through it. Put some weight and force through that ball. As you come back, again, don't do this. Keep the pressure right here. Okay. The key is to keep weight shifted into that part of your foot as you lift, right? And as you lean and drop your weight into it. Give me a couple more on this leg. Adding a little bit of a pause there as well when you get into each position. Here we go. Switch legs. Lean in. You can change the stance leg. You can help to get more weight into that. Now, if you do find it hard to get pressure on one foot, then it just means that you might be a bit more compressed on that side. For me, it's the right foot all the time. I don't have the same sensory connection. I can't feel the knuckle as much. So don't worry about it. If you're off balance, don't worry. We'll build this up over time. And relax. Okay, next one, feet. Small bit of distance between them, okay? So watch this, we're gonna knee drive forward. I let the knees physically go forward in space, but I keep my heels down on the floor. I'm keeping weight on the heels, but I'm giving freedom for my knees to shift forward, forward, forward. How far can you go with the knees past the toes. So if I was to drop something like a penny from my knee down, it would land in front of my toes. See where you are. If you can't get your knees past your toes, you're very tight, more than likely here. So that's something we need to create more consistency with these movements to open up and increase that elasticity, right? And that flexibility in the muscles back in the calves. So you might have a bit of room and work to grow into. That's fine. Now we can pause it here. As we come forward with the knees, we can pause. Now just park here and feel the weight shift into the feet, bottom of the feet. Okay, here we go. Push back, we'll go for 3 more together, okay? So we're gonna push in, I'm gonna push back, push in. Good. Now, this has primed us, this has got us ready for a bit of plyometrics, which is creating that pogo jumping elasticity that we have in our joints. So the spring I was talking about at the start, that's gonna come into use now. I'm gonna use the spring in the foot, which is the arch, to spring in and out of the floor. So propulsion is key. Propulsion and absorption. So propulsion, absorption, propulsion, absorption. Right, first one, don't overthink it, just do it. Follow me on this. Let's go. 20 seconds from now. We'll talk about this after. Five, 4, 2, 1. Fantastic. That's a good start. So what we did there is we made contact through the floor, through the forefoot, okay? So when you run, or more like when you sprint, you're on your toes the whole time. You're propelling yourself forward the whole time. So what we're gonna do is we're going in an upward trajectory, right? So we're bouncing and springing ourselves up. This is now where the arches of the feet, the springs of the feet are going to work. So visualize a trampoline, springing out, springing up, absorbing, propelling, absorbing into it, and then what does it do? It catapults you up. So let's get straight into this. We're going to do another round, but this time you're going to really visualize the contact through the 4 feet. 3, 2, 1, go. 20 seconds. Straight up. Absorb, propel, absorb, propel. 2 parts, okay? It's like putting on the brakes and then accelerating. Brakes, accelerate. We want to get efficient with this. We want to be strong. We want to feel nice elasticity. Being able to push the body up. Being strong and stable from the foot and giving us that propulsion into the air. 3, 2, 1. Good job. I'm giving you a little bit of time here in between each round. Catch your breath and also give your muscles a bit of time to recover. So the next level to this, right, is going to be, we're going to use a landing. So we come up and land. What this is going to do is help you absorb the ground. The floor is a hard surface. So when we propel, we jump into the air, it's like your body has this suspension system where it has to absorb the impact on the landing. So we're going to do a couple of reps. You jump up, land soft, okay? You don't want to land heavy, especially not with the heel. The first point to touch the ground is the toes. As you land, you lower your center of gravity, you bend a little bit and you absorb. Let's do a couple of reps. So start off, bend down, jump up and land. We're going to do about 5 or 6 reps. How are you doing? Let's do one more. Good. So we did propulsion, but we just focused our attention on the landing part of it, right? Now we're going to focus only on the propulsion. So you're going to be landing without thinking as much. Put your awareness into the propulsion phase. Now, I don't want you to be as bendy with the knees this time. We're going to keep the knees a bit stiffer and a bit more tight. Think about a strong, tight suspension system. It doesn't give you much movement. You're nice and stable in the car. So let's do this. It looks a little bit like this. I'll give you a couple of reps. So I'm a bit like a pencil when I'm in the air. I'm quite rigid. Okay, I'm strong, I'm stable, I'm rigid, and I've got a lot more compact engagement through my core and my feet, my ankles. Give it a go. You don't get this perfect, that's fine. Come back to it again. Give me your best shot now. So don't bend the knees as much. Use the ankles. This gives us loads of force and loads of isolation in the ankles. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Put your hands on your hips if you don't know where to put your hands. You can even bring it down to this. Much quicker cadence, much quicker steps. We're nice and rigid through the ankles. The heels never touch the ground. Nice job. And breathe. Now I'm gonna give you more time to rest. You're gonna get a few breaths in, okay? Nice and slow breaths, aiming for about 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out. Next, we're gonna bring some direction into this, and this is how we're gonna finish today, right? Finishing with a bit of direction. So watch this. Take a sip of water if you need it. Here we go. Forward, backward, forward, backward. Again, we're nice and quick on our toes. We're not spending time absorbing, we're propelling. Three, 2, 1, over to you. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Keep it small, keep it narrow if this is a challenge for you right now. Once again, sense the floor, feel the ground, use it. 3, 2, 1, time. This is going to help you with a lot of sports and running, walking, jogging. It's helping you to disperse your weight and pressurize your foot. Okay, using the propulsion, the accelerator in the foot, which is the forefoot. Okay, the midfoot, the forefoot work together. Okay, we're going to do it one more round, and this is side side. Okay. So now we're going to be building more musculature and stability from the ankle on the insides and outsides in and around here. So it looks a bit like this. We don't start with the feet wide, we keep nice narrow stance. Try and keep them close together. Ready? Over to you. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Scale this to your level. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay, one last chance for you to catch your breath right before we finish this, okay? Your heart rate's up, that's a bonus. Okay, so here, watch this. We're gonna go 1 foot, we're gonna give responsibility to 1 leg, 1 foot, okay? This happens in sports, jumping off of 1 leg. This happens in running. Jumping, striding off of 1 foot. A lot more pressure. Now you've got 100% weight on 1 foot, 1 leg. You want to feel springy, elasticity, stability from the foot, from the ankle, okay? Starting on your left foot, 3, 2, 1. Let's do 15 seconds, let's go. If you need to take a little rest, take a little rest and go again. Give me your best effort today. 3, 2, 1. No rest, we go straight to the other leg. Here we go. Three, 2, 1. Well done. Creating more connection to the feet and pressurizing the foot, learning how to disperse your weight into different parts of the foot. I'll see you in the next one. Good work.